A very happy and wonderful winter storm. Yuri, welcome to you, coming from live from Antioch, Tennessee, as the Dallas Penguins taking on the Gulf Coast Flames, the top team coming out of California for this tournament. Penguins, of course, playing in the 14U AA level this tournament, and they are taking a step up in competition and hoping to come away with a couple victories, although it is probably going to be the most challenging tournament that the Penguins are going to face this season. Of course, having to play a year up, a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and just a little bit faster. But the Penguins should be up to the challenge, having come off a couple straight wins over some top quality teams back down in Texas. And we will be back in just about 2 minutes with Puck Drop live here from Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks for joining us, everybody. As we welcome you back live into the arena here in Antioch, Tennessee, taking a look at the setup for this tournament. Of course, this is the first game of this level for both teams, so no points yet on the board for anyone in the tournament. But you can kind of see who the teams we will be playing, and we will be playing all three of these teams, starting off with the Gulf Coast Flames, and then this later on this evening we will be playing the 14U AA Junior Preds, and then finally concluding on Saturday morning against the 14U or 13U AA Junior Preds. And so that will be the schedule. And we will have all of those games for you here on the YouTube channel Dallas Pens '07 Hockey. And we hope to have you here all weekend. Hopefully have a wonderful tournament, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a good challenge for the boys, and we just hope to have a good time down here in or up here in Nashville. Of course, starting in net will be number 22, Kellen Hardy, and we will have the starting lineups for both teams in just a few moments. Penguins wrapping up their on ice warm-ups, and referees just about getting ready to drop the puck, and we will have face-off in just a few moments. And it looks like starting in net for the Flames is going to be number 66, Ciro Rocco. And so we have that. It's number 16, 91, and 43 starting on the lineup for the Flames. And of course, it's hard to read. Daniel Schwartz, Sawyer Ruggiero, and Edward Tumolo the fifth. Oh my. And I apologize. I have lost my camera here. Give me just one moment to try to get that back up. All right, so sorry about that. Camera just decided to go off, but no action so far early in this game. The Flames taking the early control of the puck and controlling the game here. And an early goal there going past the pad. Kellen Hardy and the Flames lead by a 1-0 score early. That shot coming at 13:55. And an early deficit here for the Penguins. Face-off won and controlled there by Stevens for the Flames, held up to Banks. Banks takes a shot out wide, very hard shot. It goes high over the glass of the over the pad of Hardy. And over in the corner is Everett Saw Devon. And keeping it in there is Marks, and a bad play out in front, and it goes right out in front of Hardy. He tried to play it off the board and missed on that shot that went wide and came right back out, and it was on the stick of number 12 for the Predators. And he had a wide open chance there right in front of the goal mouth. So luckily, Hardy was able to step up to that challenge. There's a shot by Banks, and it's into the glove of Hardy, and we'll have another stoppage in play. So early on in this game, the Flames really taking control of it, getting the early shot. So far, it's 5-0 in favor of the Flames, and of course, they have the all-important first goal. Face-off one once again in control there by Stevens, played back to Banks. He's bumped off there, and Gavin Robbins gains control of the puck over behind his net, feeds it up to Bartolome. Bartolome hits a Cruz Mazzola in the middle of the ice, and he has that knocked off there by one of the Flames players. That was Jared Herman on the defense there for the Flames. Now keeping it in the zone is Randalls. Randalls plays it to Mazzola. Mazzola back up to the point to Everett May. May rips shot off the pad there of Rocco. Now over in the corner, it's being played by the Penguins, and it's going to be thrown around, and Marks is going to pick it up for the Flames. Played it up to the point and out. Everett May collects it there at center ice, puts it right back in. Now to Marshall at center ice, and he enters the zone, but he has that knocked off there by May. May has Thomas with him, and Thomas plays it out to the middle to Kaidash. Kaidash feeds it out into center ice to Javate, and Javate plays it back in, and the Flames will go off on a change. Stolen there at center ice once again by Javate and carried in off sides, and so we will have a stoppage in play with 12:26. Well, not a whole lot to be said early on in this period. It's starting to show that the Penguins are a little bit smaller and slower than these 14 and 15-year-old kids, and they are having trouble gathering the puck and having any sort of offensive setup. Charlie Thomas there with it goes behind his net, and he's going to play it around trying to hit Seamus Reckley, and Reckley loses that there at the blue line, but it's turned over there to Thomas, and Thomas is going to gain some speed. He's got Tracy there onside. Thomas takes a shot, and it's off the leg of Etep, and Etep plays it up to center. Now it's to Logan. Logan toe drags, gets some room, gets a shot off. It's off the chest of Hardy. Now to Kaidash. Kaidash plays it up to the point, and it's going to be taken away there by Logan. Logan winds and shoots. It's off the stick of McLeod, and it goes out of play. So 11:39. Shots on goal now in favor of the Flames, 6-1. And the faceoff coming to the right of Kellen Hardy. And there is a momentary stoppage. The referee is trying to tie his skate over here on the short wall. I'm not going to take a video of that because all you would have is a picture of his backside, and no one wants to see that. And now that the skate has been tied, we will have the face-off here. It's going to be Lucian Deering, and Deering's going to lose that to Ruggiero. Gordley has it now and feeds it down low to Chivas. Chivas plays it to Ruggiero. Ruggiero over to Tomolo. Tomolo at the point is playing with Saad Devon. And Deering knocks the puck off over to Alleman. Alleman's unable to control that behind the net. Chivas has it there for the Flames. That's a nice play to get between the legs of Everett May. Takes a shot there by Alleman, and Alleman rips it high up and out. in for a stoppage in play, and it's going to be kept in down low. They're going to say Deering played it off straight out of play, and so it will stay inside the defensive zone here for the Penguins. One there by Ruggiero and a quick shot off the faceoff. He took that faceoff and gathered the shot and did a nice backhand there, but Hardy was up to that one. And the Flames changed their entire unit. Herman going to take the faceoff here against Deering, and Herman wins it. There's a shot that goes way wide. It looked more like a pass. Everett May is going to gather it there in the corner. He's got Stevens on him. Stevens and May, and Stevens comes away with it. He's going to try to look out in front. He's going to throw it up to the point. Hogan now. And Hogan forces a turnover momentarily, but it goes to Stevens, and now it's on the stick of Herman, and Herman shoots, and it is saved there by Hardy. So good job there, keeping the puck out. Herman was all alone by himself out in front of the goal mouth, but Hardy's big pad on the ice kept him away from the back of the net. Penguins need to start getting some offense. They need to learn how to find some space, get some passes, and develop some room to work because they're not going to be able to muck it up with these bigger players. That strategy so far has not been working the entire game. Mazzola now trying to feed it up to Bartolome, and they're unable to connect. That puck's going to come out to center where Stevenson's going to gather it, but caught out of the air by Mazzola, and it's going to come back to center ice now. Herman with it. Herman enters the zone, takes a shot, and it's knocked off the pad of Randalls and McLeod, and Hardy will give that a glove, and we will have another face-off down in the defensive zone. Still only one shot for the Penguins, and it's pretty indicative of how the game is going so far, not really able to get much work done in the offensive zone. And so those shots are going to be hard to come by if they do not continue to improve here. There's a shot that goes high off the blocker of Hardy. Steered over where Randalls gathers it, puts it up to the point, but it's stolen there by Marks and kept in. He has Charlie Thomas on him. Marks makes a pass, and it's given over to Cruz. Cruz takes it to the point and drops it back down low to Kazna, and Kazna plays it over to his line mate and tried to get a wraparound chance, but decides to play it back to Marks at the point. Marks now feeds it to the other side of the ice, and taking a hit there from Reckley is Logan, and Logan's going to work it down low all by himself. He's going to skate free with it and lose it to Gavin Robbins. Robbins has a pass that goes off a stick, and Charlie Thomas is able to pick that up with a little bit of speed. He gets some room in the zone, and he's going to lose that away, but Randalls is going to keep it in, and unable to keep the zone there was Ewan Randalls. Ryder McLeod now with it, feeds it up to Reckley. Reckley unable to catch that pass, but it goes onside. Oh, and Reckley takes a big hit from two Flames players, and he stays offside, but eventually they touch up. Logan now with it. Logan and Estep, and Logan tries to make a backhand, and Estep has it. It's sitting right on the goal mouth, but knocked away nicely there by Kaidash. Javate takes a shot, and it's going to go all the way out of the zone where Hogan can pick it up at center ice, and he's going to try to hurry. He takes an elbow from Ruggiero. Nothing called there behind the play. Javate has it, feeds it over to Ruggiero. Ruggiero takes a shot, and it's knocked off the skate of May. They're going to try to feed it out in front, and they get it there to the point. Big shot off the chest of Hardy. Goes over into the corner now. Ruggiero is going to collect it back behind the net and try to feed it out in front. He's got Chivas out sitting on the goal mouth, and he takes down Deering and maintains control of the puck. He's going to get out open. He's going to feed it behind the net over to Schwartz. Schwartz is going to take his opportunity now. Schwartz has two players, Tomolo up at the point, and he gives it to Tomolo, and they try to get it to Schwartz. Now there's a breakaway here for Lucian Deering, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Deering winds and shoots and scores! Lucian Deering pops a goal, and he gets the even strength net in there for a tie game, 1-1. He just was absolutely wide open, had a little bit of a breakaway. Defense didn't collapse on him, and he wound up and shot an absolute laser past the goaltender Rocco. And at 8:21, it is the Penguins 1, the Flames 1. Taking the faceoff now, winning it back for the Flames was Herman. And Herman plays it up to Marshall. Marshall plays it up to the point. It's kept in there momentarily by Alleman. Alleman keeps it in. So the second shot is the golden one so far for the Penguins. They don't have a lot, but they're making their two count. One goal on two shots. Marshall now with it, has his stick knocked by Bartolome and fed up to Gavin Robbins. And Robbins is going to collect it at center ice and try to put it back in, but that's going to be offsides if Bartolome doesn't touch up here, and they will just kind of feed it out to Herman. Herman now takes a long out shot, and that's off the glove of Hardy. Played up to the point to Bartolome. Bartolome has Robbins there in support with him. Stevens and Robbins trying to force the puck away from each other. Eventually it comes back behind the net to Alleman. Alleman now feeds it up to Mazzola. Mazzola's got Bartolome, and Bartolome's got defense changing behind him, so he's got some space. He gets open. Bartolome with it takes a shot that goes wide of Rocco. Not on net, but he had a breakaway chance there. Reckley now with it has space. Reckley's going to try to feed it to Bartolome out in front. Reckley takes a big hit by two Flames players once again. So those 2-on-1 hits are coming from Gulf Coast, and they're definitely laying out Charlie Thomas on both of those opportunities. So he's going to need to make sure he keeps his head up, skating away from those checkers. Otherwise, he's going to have a long and painful day. Everett May enters the zone and loses it after he crosses the blue line, but the Penguins maintain control with Michael Tracy. Tracy tries to get it in, but it's stolen away there by Logan. Logan enters the zone with some speed. He takes a shot. It's off the pad of Hardy and steered wide into the corner. May and Reckley. And both players collide, and neither plays it. Eventually, it comes over to Thomas. Thomas is bumped off there by Kasna. Eventually, Everett May gathers the puck and throws it up to the point where it's taken there by Christensen. Christensen for the Flames, and he gets bumped nicely there by Michael Tracy. The pass comes out to Kasna. Kasna feeds it out in front, trying to hit Estep on the goal mouth, but it's taken away by Tomolo. Ooh, and Tracy laying some more lumber out there. Tried to drop a shoulder into Tomolo, but kind of missed a little bit. Got a little bit of him. Oh, and there's a shot that goes off the chest of Hardy once again and behind the net. Reckley at the point. He's going to get that cleared, and the Penguins will change on that opportunity. Tomolo has it and feeds it to Randalls. Randalls gives it to Deering, and Deering's going to enter the zone. He's going to take a few bumps at Estep, the player the opposite of him. Puck comes out to Ruggiero at center ice. Ruggiero leaves it there for Estep. Estep dumps it down low, and the Flames will change. Everett May now with it for the Penguins. May gets some space, going to skate through everybody as he does. Everett May drops it for Deering. Deering back to May. May's unable to play it. That passes a little bit high. Travis Hogan is behind the net, but he's unable to gather that puck there. Fed up to the point and kept in momentarily there by Kite Ash, and the Flames will gain control there with Ruggiero. Ruggiero going to try to hit Schwartz out in front. Defense needs to collapse on him. Up to the point now to Pickens, and Pickens loses it to Deering. Deering will throw it all the way down the ice onto the net, and it will be into the glove of Rocco, but Rocco plays it, and the Penguins will change all 5 players here. Gavin Robbins now here down low. Feeds it over to Ryder McLeod. McLeod drops it off to Alleman. Alleman feeds it up to center ice to Robbins. Robbins has that knocked off his stick, but Alleman gathers it and dumps it down low, and the Penguins will give chase with Bartolome and Mazzola. It's put up high over Mazzola's head, but he gathers the puck, and he's going to put it out in front. No one was there for the Penguins, so it's stolen away there by the Flames. Marshall with it, drops it at the blue line. You don't want to do that. You need to skate that one in. Now to Herman. Herman tries to get past 2 defenders and unable to do so there, and so the Penguins will steer it the other way. Javate tries to feed it up to Marshall. Marshall puts it up at the point for the Flames, but Gavin Robbins is there, and it will come out to center ice for the Penguins. So now, oh, and a big hit down low on Bartolome. That's going to be an elbowing call here. Penguins going to go on the power play, and we know what that usually means. A 43% power play on the regular season for the Penguins is going to be given an opportunity here for 2 minutes. At 4 minutes of the first period, it's going to be 2 minutes for elbowing. And I'm trying to look up exactly who that is. It is number 13. It is number 13 for the Flames. I don't see a number 13. I see a number 3, Derek Arroyan, which is probably who that is. It's probably not a 13. It's probably number 3, Arroyan there for elbowing. And McLeod on the power play has the puck for the Penguins in the offensive zone. He's going to feed it over to Everett May. May winds and shoots, and it's tipped by Hogan, but just wide of the net. Now it's over to McLeod on the corner. McLeod feeds it up to May. May drops it to Tracy. Tracy back over to McLeod. McLeod has a wide open net, but he's unable to control the pass quick enough. Just not swift enough on that catch and shoot. He had the goaltender completely on the other side of the net, and he had an open net to shoot at, but made that one go just a little bit wide. Couldn't quite hit the net quick enough. Everett May now at center ice. May feeds it over to McLeod down low. May gets it up to Mazzola. Mazzola takes a shot, and it goes high and wide. Now it's going to go over to Reckley. Reckley gives it to Tracy, and Tracy hits it off of Cruz, but gathers that rebound and another shot. Yeah, it's off of Rocco, and it goes over to McLeod. McLeod now to May. May back to McLeod. McLeod feeds it back to May. Tic-tac-toe passes. There's a tip with Reckley. McLeod has it, tries to put it out in front. No one sees it, and eventually it is covered by Rocco. And with 36 seconds remaining in the man advantage, we will have a stoppage in play. So good power play opportunity there. Penguins starting to move around the net, getting a couple good shots and a bunch of really good opportunities. McLeod and May really playing pass back and forth over on the left side of the offensive formation. Robbins wins that back to Deering. Deering winds and shoots, and another laser shot that goes high off of the elbow of Rocco and out of play for a stoppage in play, and a couple seconds get bled off that power play. And we will do it all over again. So Lucian Deering apparently ate his Wheaties on the trip up to Nashville. He has a blinding cannon of a shot going on today. Gavin Robbins wins that face-off to Reckley. Deering now with it at the point. Winds and shoots, and it's off the pad of Rocco once again. Now back to Deering at the point. Winds and shoots. Why not? Get a tip. Now it's to Robbins. Robbins takes the rebound and puts it back into the chest of Rocco. So there's 17 seconds remaining in the power play. 2:17 remaining in the first period, and the Penguins tied with the Flames by a score of 1-1. It's going to be Robbins once again. Let's see if they can feed it. Robbins to Deering again. That seems to be the offensive strategy. This time, that one's won directly back onto Rocco from the defense. That was Herman winning that faceoff directly back onto the goaltender, and luckily good work there in net by Rocco jumping on that faceoff win. We had an own goal the other night. We almost had another one there. Gavin Robbins wins that one. Ruggiero picks up the puck, though, picks up the loose puck, and he's going to try to get it up and out, and he does. And that's going to kill the power play. Ruggiero takes a shot, and it's off of Deering. And, well, excuse me, that was number 37. It was Ryan Logan there that was on the penalty there for the Flames, and he comes out of the penalty box, and he's on the ice now. Everett May with it. He's going to go behind his net and try to find some help. He finds Bartolome, and Bartolome gives it back to May. May feeds it around over to Randalls. Randalls puts it up to the point to Tomolo, and he takes that away right there. Fed out in front to Ruggiero. Ruggiero tries to feed it. Oh, and it's out in front off the crease. And wide open wraparound chance there, covered by Hardy as the whistle blows. And a really good opportunity for the Flames. Hardy was just long enough to get his skate on that chance. It hit the outside of the pipe and was sitting on the goal mouth. Luckily, the Penguins were able to sweep that one away, and a couple more offensive chances, including a wraparound, but Hardy was able to recover and get back over and block those shots. He's definitely being tested. 14 shots on net for the Flames in this first period to 8 for the Penguins. And so after an early mistake on that first goal, Kellen Hardy definitely playing much better in net. There's a shot that goes off of the pad. May clears that out. Now it's over to Randalls, and an attempted wraparound chance there is knocked away by Hardy, but it comes out to Molo at the point. Knocked off of the stick of Hardy. Rebound controlled there, and another shot, and it's going to be a stoppage in play into the glove of Hardy. Well, be sure to stay tuned with us here in intermission. We're going to have the featured player of the period being brought to us by the birthday boy, John Thomas, and hopefully he will remember to come up to the broadcast booth. And I see him coming, so he did remember this game. We will have John Thomas at the first intermission with some interesting facts about one of our Penguins players. We have 40 seconds remaining, and Stevens has the puck for the Flames. It goes over to McLeod, and a feed trying to feed it out to Marshall out in front is knocked away there by Tracy, and they're going to try to feed it out again. This one gets knocked away by Alleman. Alleman puts it up to the point to Christensen. Christensen takes a shot, and it's sitting out in front, but it is eventually covered by Hardy, and a lot of scuffling out in front as the whistle blows. 19 seconds remaining in the period, and a little bit of a dust up there in front of the net of Kellen Hardy. Face off coming over here to the left of Hardy's net with 18 seconds remaining. That face off is won there by the Flames. Ruggiero has it at the point, and it is controlled there by the Penguins. Eventually comes out thanks to Gavin Robbins, and all the way down the ice for an icing at 9.8. And we will do it all over again on the right side. So overall, a pretty good period, I would have to say, even if the score stays the same. A bit of an unlucky opportunity there early in the first period with the puck just finding its way past the pad of Hardy, but the Penguins able to answer, and there's a nice shot, and it's tipped by Herman, but it goes wide. 3 seconds remaining. Robbins has it behind the net. Herman tries to put it out in front, and as the horn sounds, the Penguins and the Flames tied it one after one, and we will have the second period in just a few moments. Be sure to stay with us for John Thomas's featured player of the game.
Where's the camera? Am I clear? I mean, nose wise. Hello, Pens fans. Trey, just a quick word to say that we love what you're doing. Always enjoy your broadcast. This is a segment that we here on Pens Radio like to call Get to Know Your Dallas Penguins. And today's featured player is Gavin Robbins. Gavin Robbins is a Pisces. He likes long runs through the park. He also likes to work out. He was voted 2020-2021 Dallas Penguins 14U single A most yoked player. His favorite workout is the bench press. The fans wanted to know what his pregame workout routine was, and he said it's a jog at the rink followed by a bit of stick handling. When asked what his favorite pregame meal was, he said peanut butter and jelly, Red Bull, and a banana. His favorite player is Jamie Benn. And when asked about his favorite Taylor Swift song, he said, I don't know, she's weird. With that, Trey, back to you.
Thank you, JT, and an official happy birthday to you, and hope you have a wonderful day and that the Penguins reward you with a victory in this game as we return back to action here from Antioch, Tennessee at the Ford Ice Center. Face-off won there by Robbins, and Robbins feeds it back over to May. May has it behind his net, and he's going to drop it off to to Mazzola. Mazzola feeds it over to Robbins. Robbins loses it out in front, but it's taken away there by Kaidash. Kaidash tries to hit Bartolome at the center ice, but that's going to go all the way down for icing and a stoppage in play. One there by Cruz, but taken away by the Pens by Kaidash. Noah Kaidash with it, feeds it up to Bartolome. And that one steered back down low where it's going to be picked up by Everett May. May feeds it up to Mazzola. Mazzola does a nice job to get away from Pickens, and he's going to enter center ice. He's got Cruz on him. Oh, and he's going to take a big hit there and be interfered with, but he's going to control the puck down over to Robbins. Robbins now has a little bit of space, puts it up to the point back to Kaidash. Kaidash gets knocked off that, but maintains control momentarily and eventually comes out to center ice for the Flames. Now Mazzola has it. Mazzola feeds it down low. Pickens takes it away. Now to Mazzola. Mazzola feeds it back down into the zone, and the Penguins will change on this opportunity now. Saw Devin on the forward check here. And a good job there, taken away by Hogan. Now over to Saw Devin. Saw Devin gives it back to Randalls. It's onside. And the tie up there at the blue line eventually, oh, and it turns into a shot by Evermay, but they're going to say that was offsides and intentionally so. So that's going to come all the way down as an icing on that entry. Everett May had the puck outside the blue line, and there were about 4 Penguin skaters, and he took a shot on net. And so that's going to be an icing here, or an intentional offsides, I should say. So it's going to be Ruggiero against Deering here on the face-off, and one there by Ruggiero to Marks, and Marks takes a little bit of a shot that's controlled out in front. Now it's to Saad Devin. Saad Devin hits Deering, and it hits him in the skate. He had a player on him, so unable to catch that pass. Hogan now on the forward check. He's trying to pester Marks. Saad Devin now picks it up at center ice, gives it back to McLeod. McLeod has Deering, and Deering's got some space, and he's got some help. Takes a shot that goes off the blocker of Rocco and out of play. So the Penguins trying to take those shots, especially with Lucian Deering with the cannonade he has going on today, taking those long out shots from about the curling circles, as you can see on the ice. He's shooting from about 20 feet away with that big cannon shot that he's got. Tracy wins that face-off and controls it, gives it back to May. May winds and shoots, and it's into the chest of Rocco at 13-11. So Penguins setting up that point shot and taking long-range shots, just trying to knock it past the goaltender, Rocco. On the other side, the Flames strategy appears to be get behind the net, feed it out right in front between the hashes, and try to get a jam job from their centerman that's going to be setting up shop right in front of the goaltender. Face off of one and controlled there by the Flames over to Tomolo. Tomolo feeds it up over to Marshall, and Marshall's unable to get it cleanly. And so a little bit of a tie-up there at the blue line, but eventually comes out to center ice over to Stevens. And Stevens is going to try to get past McLeod, but McLeod is too skilled and too quick and too good with that stick to allow that to happen. He takes that puck away and eventually steers it up and out of the zone to Reckley. Turnover there at the blue line. McLeod picks it back up, gives it to Reckley, and Reckley chips it up and out where Gorley can take it for the Flames. He turns around and feeds it back to Hogan, or excuse me, Herman. Herman makes a nice pass over to Tomolo. Tomolo takes a shot and it goes off of Hardy and wide. Tracy's going to try to pick that one up, ducks the hit, and eventually comes to McLeod. McLeod feeds it up to the point to Gurley, and Gurley is going to gather it and take a shot, and it's going to bounce right in front of Hardy and controlled there by Hardy. Now up at the point once again to Reckley. Reckley gets it past Herman and eventually gets it out to center ice to Gorley. Gorley enters back in, takes a shot that slides on the ice, and it's rebound control there by Ryder McLeod. Flames playing their offense again, getting behind the net, feeding it. There's that feed out in front, and there's a weak shot onto the pad of Hardy and a stoppage in play. So a pretty simple offensive setup, and hopefully Richie Slavin is telling the team exactly what they're trying to do offensively, trying to get the puck down low behind the net, feed it right out in front, and have a player there to knock in either a rebound or a one-time chance. Mazzola is able to get that one out. He's got Bartolome chasing Christensen, and Christensen makes a nice move to get past him and gets the puck over to Cruz. A tie up down low eventually comes away to Pickens. Pickens takes a shot and it's knocked out in front by Kazna, but luckily Hardy was able to jump on that shot. Big bodied Kellen Hardy in the net there for the 25th shot. So Kellen doing a really good job in net, facing 25 already and only a little more than a period of action. Penguins need to start taking some of the pressure off of him, and they're going to do it here with Alleman. Alleman takes a pass and it goes off of Kazna, so it should come out of the zone. He was trying to clear it and it hit off of Kazna's stick, so that's going to come outside of the defensive zone here. Face off one there and controlled by Alleman. Alleman knocks it off another player. And here's a little bit of breakaway for Mazzola. Mazzola's got some space. He's going to take a shot, and it's going to go high and wide over the net. Kicks off the wall, but goes to Alleman. Alleman feeds it along the blue line over to Bartolome. Bartolome drops it down low, and it is taken away there by the Flames. Chivas has it there for Gulf Coast. Chivas sweeping in wide, trying to feed it back to a line mate, but knocked off the puck there momentarily by Mazzola. But Ruggiero is able to gather it, but he's going to lose it to Everett May, and May's got some speed and some space, and he's going to use every bit of it. Tries to get past Schwartz, but unable to do so there. Oh, and a turnover there in the defense zone to Deering. Deering rips and shot over the net. If he was just a little bit lower on that one, that might have had a chance, but he hit it over the shoulder pad of the goaltender. And a turnover there once again. Mazzola is unable to get any space on that chance. Now Chivas has it for the Flames. It's knocked off his stick over to Logan, and Logan feeds it down low, and they will go change. And we have a stoppage in play at 10:05, and I think the puck came out of the zone, or came out of the rink momentarily. Didn't quite see it. I've got a bit of a pole in my way, so I can't quite see exactly everything that's happening, but I'm trying to do my best here for you guys. Face off won there by the Flames and controlled by Marshall, and it's tied up and taken away by Kaidash, and Kaidash is able to get it over to Deering, and Deering gets it out, and they're going to say it was onside. It looked like it came out from this angle, but the referee was all the way down at the goal mouth, so onside here officially. Trying to hit Hogan and unable to connect, so that's gonna be waved off on icing. They're gonna say Hogan played it. Deering on the forecheck gets it to Saad Devon. Saad Devon trying to win that puck battle on the wall, and a bump by Deering to help dislodge the puck. And now it's Deering in his own battle. Deering and Saad Devon playing along the wall with the Gulf Coast Flames for the puck, and that one's gonna go all the way down the ice and far enough and wide enough for an icing at 9:20. And that one is controlled there by the Flames and cleared once again all the way down the ice. And we're going to have another icing here at 9:10 of the second period. So they won that faceoff, played with it just on the wall for just a little bit, and threw it back all the way down the ice. One there by the Flames, and Pickens has it, but Thomas picks up the loose puck, gives it directly over to McLeod. McLeod winds and shoots, and it's tipped by Tracy, and it's bouncing right around in front of the goaltender. Reckley picks it up, and he takes a big hit and loses the puck, and trying to give a hit back to Ruggiero, but taking the worst of it was Michael Tracy, and Ruggiero has the puck, and he enters the zone with it. That's a big, fast kid there for the Flames, and he took that hit and kept on skating, trying to feed it up to the point, but it comes out. Pickens will gather it at center ice, and a turnover there at center ice to Thomas, and Thomas has got some speed if he can get past Gorley. Gorley falls down, and the puck comes near Ewan Randalls, but Randalls is unable to control that. Now to Kasna, and he can't get past May. Randalls with it is going to play it all the way down for an icing here. So 8:17 remaining in the period. Score still remains 1-1. Shots on goal still piling up for the Flames. Now 25 to the Penguins 11. Mazzola playing that, and he's got Bartolome wide. Tries to hit him. Bartolome gets it back over to Alleman. Alleman gives it to May. May takes a shot, and it's stolen there by Logan and cleared. Alleman will give chase at center ice. Now it's to Cruz. And Cruz enters, takes a shot that's going to go wide of Hardy's net. Now it's to Mazzola. And Mazzola's going to enter, but that's going to be taken away by Logan. Kept in there nicely by May. May tries to get some space. He does, takes a shot. It goes wide, and he tried to make a pass to Bartolome, but it was a little bit too high for a rebound. Oh, there's a shot there that gets bounced off of the ice, and a bouncing chance there knocked away by Rocco. And a clearing pass there gets taken away by Logan, and Bartolome gives him a bump, and he falls down and loses the puck. So it comes back to the defensive zone. Bartolome trying to get some space there, but can't get past Christensen. Christensen flays it up the board. Now it's going to be taken by May. May feeds it over to Alleman. Alleman now winds and shoots, and it's off of the leg of Hogan and out of the zone. Penguins will gather it there. It's going to be May entering the zone. He's going to have a lot of speed. He's got two players to beat. Can't get past him, but Deering's got the turnover. Shot that goes into the chest of Rocco, and Rocco takes a swipe at May there for his good skating ability. Taking the face-off for the Penguins is going to be Lucian Deering. He's got Travis Hogan and Everett Devin with him. And Deering's going to gather that puck and pass it to Devin with his hand, and that's going to be a hand pass. And they're going to take that all the way out of the zone. So good work there by the officials seeing that backhanded toss. Caught the puck up in the air and threw it back behind him. It was a good try by Deering, but unfortunately the referee saw it and they're chuckling on the ice. They're saying, "Yeah, good. That was a really good try, but we caught you on that one." Marks now with it, takes a shot, and it's high. I don't think Hardy was able to see that one, and it goes past his blocker. The Flames regain their lead now, 2-1 on the 27th shot of the game. That went through about two different players, and eventually it was a rising shot, and I just don't think Hardy was able to see that one clearly. He didn't really react until it was already by him, and it was a clean goal all the way from the top of the point all the way into the back of the net. So the Penguins going to have to do some work if they're going to tie this one back up, and they're going to try to do it with Tracy, and he's offside with Thomas, and they're going to whistle that one down. Face-off one there by the Penguins over to Ryder McLeod. McLeod drops it in the zone, and Reckley's going to try to give chase there, and he does a big hit to Pickens on the board, and he's going to take that puck, and he's going to get knocked down in return by Pickens, and Pickens comes away with it, gives it to Stevens, and being hit there by Tracy was Stevens. McLeod picks that puck up at center ice and drops it back down in. Tracy tapping his stick, trying to force a turnover there. Stevens is on it, feeds it up to the point. It goes to Marshall. Marshall takes a bump by Tracy, but he maintains control and gives it over to Stevens. Stevens sweeps out wide, gives it back to Marshall. Now out in front. Stevens and Marshall, and a shot, and it is in the net. Wasn't really much of a shot. It just kind of started sliding towards the goal, and Hardy had his momentum going to the right, and the puck was coming from the left. And unfortunately, that is going to be the third goal of the game for the Flames. Well, an innocent little play. They had it. They had the initial shot stopped. They had the defense there, and it was just the player out in front of the goal mouth controlled the puck and fed it behind him, and it looked like it hit off somebody's skate and just started sliding in towards the goal, and eventually it crossed the line. And so the Flames take that 3-0 lead, but there's a chance there by the Penguins off the stick of Everett May. Now it's to Randalls, and Randalls feeds it down low. Mazzola trying to pick the puck up. Now it's Robbins' turn to have a puck battle, and it's going to be tied up there in the corner. Coming away with it there is Ruggiero, and Ruggiero takes a big hit, matching 43s, hitting there together. Ruggiero and Bartolome. Puck still staying down low, but not getting anywhere near an open shot. And eventually it comes out to center ice where Randalls is going to gather the puck. And he tries to clear it, but it's off of a stick and takes a shot there. Knocked off of the skate of Randalls, so not on net. Now back to the point to Ruggiero. Gorley now with it. Gorley takes a one-timer, and it is knocked away there by the Pens. And now it comes out, but Ruggiero is going to gather the puck once again, and he's going to enter the zone, and that's going to be offsides at 4:20. 3-1 score, and the shots on net indicating a similar situation here for the Penguins, getting completely outworked so far in this game by the older and stronger Gulf Coast Flames. McLeod now with it, and McLeod feeds it up to Hogan, and that comes out to center ice where Deering can gather it. Deering tries to give it back to Hogan, but he's unable to catch that puck. It was bouncing on him, and there's a shot by Kazna onto the pad of Hardy, and he's going to stop it there and cover it with his glove at 4:03. Deering going to take the face off here for the Penguins, and Marks is going to get it for the Flames. Hogan's luckily able to get it out of the zone, take a little bit of pressure off, but Christensen puts it right back in where Alleman can gather it. Alleman feeds it up to Hogan. Hogan gathers it and chips it up, but not out. Now it's to Marks. Marks takes a shot that goes far and wide, controlled there by Alleman, put up to the point. Saw Devin can't clear that one. Now it's back to Alleman. Alleman feeds it back up to the board, taken away there by Christensen, and a shot that's knocked away by Alleman. Dropped off to the point, but Deering is able to knock that one off his stick and get it out, and he's got some room and space. He's got Marks chasing him. He stops, takes a pass, tries to hit Saw Devin out in front, but they're unable to connect. Saw Devin gathers it, puts it up to the point to Alleman. Alleman back to Saw Devin. Saw Devin leaves it for Deering. And Christensen's able to take it away for the Flames, and it is out of the zone for the Penguins. Knocked off of Hogan's stick, and Cruz is going to give chase for that one. 3 minutes remaining in the period. Penguins trailing 3-1. Cruz is going to gather it over in the corner. Saw Devin forces a turnover there, and it's going to come out. And not all the way out until now, and McLeod has it for the Penguins. Chipped up off the board by Javate. McLeod plays it, and he's able to enter it. And he loses it right away to Marshall. Marshall knocks it off the board and will give chase, but Reckley's able to get there quick enough, and he's going to play it over to Alleman. Alleman knocks it off the board and gets it taken away there by Thomas. Thomas puts it up to the point over to Reckley. Reckley's unable to catch that one. Javate feeds it down low. It's going to be taken there by Stevens. Stevens looking for Marshall out in front. He's going to skate around the corner and feed it to Herman behind the net. They still got Marshall setting up shop right out in front, but they're unable to connect there. Reckley's going to take it away, knock it off the board over to Tracy, but a little bit too far of a pass there to connect by those line mates. Kept in there by Kaidash. Kaidash is going to play it down low again. Tracy's going to go give chase. Tracy's going to drop it behind the net where Thomas is going to gather it. Thomas is going to get some space, feed it back over to May. May winds and shoots, and it's off of the stick and controlled by the Flames, and they've got a player back if they were able to hit that pass. But Javate is going to take it all the way, sweep out wide to the left, take a shot, and it's off of the pad of Hardy. 90 seconds remaining in the period, and the Penguins maintain control here, but they're unable to get it out of their defensive zone. It's off the skate of Tracy and onto the stick of Thomas, and eventually comes out to Tracy. Tracy's got two Flames he needs to beat. He's going to take a shot, and it's off of the stick there. Penguins change behind that opportunity. And I'm not sure what happened on the bench. It looked like Tracy jumped over the bench and fell all the way down. No, that was Charlie Thomas. Jumped over the bench and fell all the way down to the ground. I guess I don't know if he thought there was a bench there and he wasn't quite there when he thought it was, but all players looking over his way, making sure he's okay, and he appears to be. Ruggiero has some space. He gets out and open and a shot, and it is covered by Hardy at 45 seconds, and a really good effort there in net by Kellen Hardy, keeping that breakaway chance by a very good player, Ruggiero, number 43 for the Flames. Well, Ruggiero is absolutely the star, and he's got the captain C on his jersey for a reason, making nice moves, making quick stick work, and getting that open opportunity. But it was knocked away by Hardy. McLeod is going to be able to jump on this puck. He needs to try to find some help. He's going to get it to Randalls. Randalls tries to hit Mazzola. Mazzola feeds it to Robbins. Robbins crosses over to McLeod. McLeod now to Mazzola. Mazzola tries to hit Bartolome, and he does. That puck's bouncing on him a little bit. There's 30 seconds remaining, so they're going to have to hurry, but they're going to lose the puck there. It's going to come the other way to Chivas. Chivas takes a shot, and it's high off of the mask of Hardy and into the glove and stopped at 13 seconds of the period. It's a mirror image on the shots. Flames leading 31 to 13. Score is 3-1. So those threes and ones on the scoreboard, 13 seconds remaining as well, are those magic numbers. Penguins are able to get it out there with Mazzola, but they probably don't have enough time to get an offense set up, and they don't. So time is going to run out here in the second period, and a really good period for the Flames. An unfortunate one for the Penguins as they allow 2 goals, and they surrender the tie game. Now they trail 3-1 as we go into the third. Penguins trying to come back in this one, and they've got 15 minutes to do so. We will be back for the third period after just a few moments. We return to play here in the third period. Penguins trailing the Flames by a score of 3-1. Lucian Deering here on the faceoff for the Penguins, and that is won back by Cruz. And there's a shot high and wide of the net, comes over to Kazna at the point, and running interference was the referee on Deering, and so Flames able to get another opportunity there, but eventually comes out to Deering. Deering drops it to Saw Devon. Saw Devon feeds it up to Hogan. Hogan is going to put it back in the offensive zone, and the Penguins will chase there. May is going to take away at the point and get open. There was 3 Flames on Charlie Thomas, and so there was a lot of room for him to skate. And there's a nice shot, but it is controlled by the pad of Rocco. 14th shot on net is stopped there, and the Penguins are going to have to start getting quite a few more if they're going to come back and win this game. And at this point, really, the goal just needs to be to get the next one, get yourself a little bit of momentum, get yourself something to get excited about, because time is going to start running out very quickly. Getting the next goal will be key. You don't want to go down 3. Tracy takes a nice chance there. It's a little high off of the chest of Rocco. And it's back to the point to McLeod. McLeod's taken down there, but it's kept in by Reckley. Reckley takes a shot that drops it back behind the net. Chasing there is Thomas. It's fed around the boards, and Kaidash is going to gather it there. And Tracy's going to take it at the point and feed it further down low. Now to Kaidash. Kaidash puts it behind the net, but it's going to be taken away there by Tremolo. Chirolo has it for the Flames. He's pestered there momentarily by Reckley, and eventually he gets it to Herman. Herman's going to wind and shoot, but it's off of the skate of Kaidash and stopped by Hardy with 13:34 remaining in the period. Well, you don't want to get frustrated in this game. You need to keep your head about you, to keep skating hard, and keep getting those good opportunities. They were getting a few of them in the first and in the early part of the second, but it seems like that third goal has really kind of let a little bit of the air out of the Penguins' sails, and hopefully they'll be able to get that one back and get that energy level fed back up here. We need somebody to step up and make a play. And maybe it'll be Cruz Mazzola who enters the zone with it, but loses it right at the blue line, taken away there by Schwartz. And Schwartz feeds it up, and it is taken there by Ruggiero. Ruggiero does a nice does a nice play, and it's off of the outside of the net. Did a nice backhanded shot, but it was on the outside of the net, not on the inner part. Logan's going to take it there for the Flames and feed it over to Chivas. On the forecheck there is Bartolome. Schwartz feeds it right back over to Chivas at center ice, and Chivas has some speed, but it's knocked off there nicely by May. Bartolome with it. Ooh, and he falls down, and a player jumps over him. Just about missed a big time hit. It was almost a high low combination, but luckily was able to duck that chance. Penguins keeping that one in the offensive zone momentarily, but eventually it comes out. Saw Devin has it there at the blue line, but unable to control it. Estep takes it away from him. Now we've got Hogan and Saw Devin trying to fight against Estep, and eventually it comes out to Randalls. Randalls feeds it over to May. May chips it up to Saw Devin, but he's unable to catch that pass, and he takes a hit and goes down at the blue line. Ruggiero now with it, plays it up the board over to Kazna. Kazna loses it to Saw Devin. Saw Devin puts it back in the zone, and it's taken away there by Chivas, or excuse me, by Marks. So a lot of neutralized play here once again. Estep's going to take it now there at the point. And Randalls is going to fall down with nobody on him, and there's going to be a pass out in front, knocked away there by the defense of the Penguins. Marks takes a shot. That's going to go wide and out of play, and we will have a stoppage in play. Faceoff is going to come all the way out to center ice, and it's going to be Tracy here for the Penguins going up against Cruz, and Tracy wins that one back to Alleman. Alleman has that one knocked off his stick by Kaz, and he needs to hurry up. He was a little bit too lackadaisical on that one. Kasna was skating hard and just knocked that right off of his stick, and that one goes off of Kasna's skate and wide. Reckley now trying to get it up and out, but unable to do so there. McLeod now with it. And taken away there by Marks for the Flames. Now back behind the net. And it's played up to the point for the Flames. And it comes out, and we're going to have a slashing call going against. We're going to see who that's on. I don't see either of the bench doors open. There's nobody over on the Flames, and then it's going to be to the Flames. It's going to be, I believe that's going to be Marks. No, it's going to be Dylan Kasna. 2 minutes for elbowing. So once again, with 11:08 in this game, the Penguins are going to go on the power play, and we've seen all season long how good this power play can be when it really gets going. They're going to need to get one here. This is probably the best opportunity to come a little bit closer to the Flames. They're going to need to make that good power play work here in the third period if they're going to have any hope to tying this game. Probably need to get a goal right now, and hopefully they'll be putting all their effort into putting some offense on. Losing it there at the blue line are the Penguins. It's going to come out to Herman. Herman's got some speed. He's got May to beat. He takes a shot, and closing that pipe off nicely there is Hardy. So a shorthanded chance there from the Flames gets steered away by number 22. And we will do it down low to the right of the goal. It's going to be Michael Tracy here for the Penguins against Stevens for the Flames. And that is won by Stevens. Now it's over to Tomolo. Tomolo winds and shoots, and that goes way high. I think that was off of the stick of McLeod. And so that one's going to stay in the zone once again. So Penguins not controlling the puck here on this offensive opportunity on the power play, turning the puck over in the defensive zone and allowing the Flames to get more shots on net for this power play than they are. There's the second one on the face-off draw right back onto the net of Hardy. 129 remaining in the main advantage. 10:37 in the period. And that one's tied up and taken away by Stevens. Stevens behind the net. And he's going to try to feed it to the point, but first he's going to take a hit by May. And May does a nice job dislodging the puck from Stevens, and he's going to skate up. It's 3-on-2 for the Penguins here. Everett May with it. Everett May sweeps out wide. He's going to try to find somebody out in front. He's going to gather it and drop it off. No, he's going to keep it at the point and wind and shoot, and it is off the pad of Rocco, steered wide. McLeod picks it up, feeds it back over to Mazzola. Mazzola gives it back to McLeod. McLeod feeds it all the way across to Michael Tracy. Michael Tracy looks over his options, takes a shot, and it's knocked out in front by Tremolo. And Tremolo is able to get the pressure off and get it out to center ice. Everett May feeds it to McLeod. McLeod cross ice pass to Travis Hogan. Hogan passes to McLeod. It's a little bit behind him, but there's a shot, and it's sitting on the goal, and it is behind the net. And Hogan takes a big spill out in front with McLeod. It's sitting out in front of the goaltender. It's loose, and it's still loose, and someone's on top of it. It's a defender, and we're gonna have a penalty shot. It's gonna be covering the puck in the crease by one of the defensive players, so another penalty, and it should be a penalty shot here for the Penguins. They're going to say a defensive player covered the puck in the net. You saw the signal. And we're going to have a penalty shot here. Probably Michael Tracy taking it for the Penguins. And 25 seconds remaining in the power play. And it will be Michael Tracy on the shot. So beautiful opportunity here for the Penguins to get a little bit closer if they can put this one on the shot and then still stay on the power play for the next 25 seconds. Referee indicates that Rocco is ready and Tracy will skate in, coming in tight. Goes stick to forehand to backhand and unable to lift it, and that one is knocked away by the pad of Rocco. Didn't quite get it up high enough to get it over the pad. So good work there in net by the netminder for the Flames. Still on the power play are the Penguins for 25 seconds, and the faceoff will come down low in the offensive zone. It's going to be Gavin Robbins here for the Penguins, and that is controlled there by the Flames, but taken away by Charlie Thomas. Now it's to Robbins. Robbins gets it back to gives it back to Hogan. Hogan to Kaidash. Kaidash at the blue line feeds it over to Deering. Deering winds and shoots, and it's off of the leg of Stevenson. And there's a stoppage in play, and we're gonna have a cross check going against the Penguins. Not quite sure who did it. It looks like Reckley's going to be sent off here. And so the power play will end as Seamus Reckley goes off 2 minutes for cross-checking at 9:17. So the last 10 seconds will be played 4-on-4, and then the Penguins will be shorthanded for the next 150. Face-off won and controlled there by Robbins, and he feeds it down low back behind the net. Schwartz has it now for the Flames. Now it's to Thomas. Chivas has it for the Flames, and he takes a bump there by Robbins and loses the puck, and it's going to come all the way back down where Robbins is going to take an elbow. No call there. They're going to allow that to be a legal hit. And Robbins gives one back for good measure and dislodges the puck. Thomas takes it away and gives it to Everett May. May with some speed. He's got one player to get behind, and he gets taken down from behind by Logan. Once again, no call there. Looked like there might have been a bit of a tripping there, but they're going to allow that one to go uncalled. Ruggiero now for the Flames drops it back for Schwartz, and it eventually goes to Logan. Logan's tons of time and space, and he takes a shot, and it's off of Hardy's pad, and the rebound knocked in there on the power play by Ruggiero, and the Flames are going to go up 4-1. So not quite sure what the defense was doing. They gave Schwartz an absolute lane to shoot. He could have walked all the way in on top of the goaltender. He decided to take a shot. It was off the pad of Hardy, and Ruggiero was there on the doorstep. That's the offense they've been trying to set up, and he's able to knock it in on the power play. So Penguins now trailing by 3, and it is the most dangerous lead in hockey, although it is a larger number than you would like. You would rather the lead only be 1 rather than 3 if you are the Penguins here. That's played and controlled by Kasna. Kasna has it behind the net, and he loses it to Randalls. Randalls wraps it around the boards, and it's going to be taken away by Marks. Now it's to Hogan. Hogan forces the turnover, but it's taken away once again by Marks. Marks gives it to Javante. Javante takes a shot, and it's blocked down in front, but Cruz has it. He takes a shot, and it's into the glove of Hardy at 7:45. So we will have a stoppage in play here. There's a shot that goes wide, controlled by Randalls behind his own net. He's going to give it to Hogan. Hogan reaches out and taps it away, unable to control it, but it comes out to McLeod. McLeod chips it up, and it hits off of Kyle over in the penalty box, and it will be a stoppage in play at 7:27. Michael Tracy going to take the face off here from Herman, and that one's won and controlled there by Everett May. And falling down was Keegan Alleman. Not sure if something's wrong with the ice. A couple of the skaters have just been falling down for no reason. Don't know if there are some grooves cut out of the ice. It might be a little soft out there tonight. Not quite sure why that would be since it's so absolutely cold outside. Temperatures at about 20 degrees here in Nashville, so it shouldn't be warm in the arena, but there might be some grooves in the ice. Players taking some tumbles uncontested. Tracy's going to have it now. He's going to take a shot, and it goes high over the goaltender, but over the net as well. Reckley takes a shot. That gets knocked high and wide. Now up to the point to Alleman. Alleman takes a shot, and it's off of the skates, and Marshall will take it away for the Flames. Feed it up to Stevens. Stevens now enters the zone. He's got May on him. May gives him a bump and dislodges the puck, and Tracy's going to gather it here. Tracy feeds it over to Thomas. Thomas continues it up, but not out, and it's put right back in by Gorley. And a shot there by Herman, taken away by Alleman. Alleman puts it off the glass. Now it's to Gorley. Gorley whiffs on that shot, and it goes behind the net and comes out in front. Hardy plays it with his stick, and it's given to Thomas at the point. Keeping it in there is Gorley. Now it comes out to Tracy and put back in off sides, and Herman will change here for the Flames. Turnover there in the offensive zone given to Chivas. Chivas has May on him. May feeds it up to Robbins. Robbins gets some space now. He's got Bartolome next to him, but he's going to skate it all the way in. He's got some speed, and he's got 3 Flames on him, and one of them takes it away, but gets a turnover now to Mazzola. Mazzola gets open and takes a shot, and it goes behind the net. Knocked back behind the goaltender there. Taken away by the Flames, played out and off of the leg pad of Bartolome, so it stays in there momentarily so, but it's taken away once again by Pickens and out. Ruggiero now with it. Ruggiero's got Chivas, and he gives it to Chivas, and Chivas shoots, and it goes wide. Now back to Ruggiero. Now to Chivas. Now back to Ruggiero, and a shot into the pad of Hardy, and a stoppage here at 5:19. It's going to come out to Deering at center ice. Deering with the hard shot. That's going to go a little bit wide. Goaltender comes out and plays that one to the corner. Now it's not back, knocked back in for the Flames, and chasing it there is Etrip. Estep, excuse me. Estep plays it back to Marks, and Marks takes a hit there by Hogan. Deering plays it up to the point, but kept in there by Kraus. And Marks has that one knocked off his stick, and that goes back behind the net where it's going to be picked up there by Ryder McLeod. McLeod feeds it up to Hogan. Hogan shifts it up and out of the zone, and it will be controlled there by the Flames. Now to Logan. Logan with it at center ice, taken away there momentarily by Reckley, but not cleanly so. And so a bit of a turnover there at the blue line. Javate takes it and puts it back down in the defensive zone where Kai Dash will give chase. Played up and out to Seamus Reckley. Seamus is going wide and he takes a shot, but it's off of the skate of Tremolo. But the rebound picked up by Charlie Thomas and dropped off, but Tremolo's going to pick that up, wrap it around the board where it's going to be taken there by Michael Tracy. Tracy feeds it to Reckley. Reckley's unable to catch that pass. And it's going to come up to Estep, and Estep's going to exit the zone and wrap it all the way around the board. And it's just sitting there for anyone to pick it up, and the Flames do with Tremolo. Knocked off the stick there of Marshall by May, but picking it back up was number 9 for the Flames. Number 98, Stevens. Reckley has it now. Oh, and takes a big hit, and that's going to be a penalty there. Seamus Reckley took an elbow to the head, and we're going to see what that call is going to be. If it's going to be a 2 and 10, it's definitely going to be something. They're going to call interference here against Herman. So with 3:20 remaining in the game, Penguins going to go on their third power play. And one of these is going to need to be scored. The hour is getting too late. The Penguins' opportunities are starting to run thin. And the Penguins are going to need to put one of these power play goals in the net if they're going to have any opportunity here. Knocked down from behind was Kaidash, and he gets back up and plays the puck. Now over to Robbins. Robbins has it now. Feeds it over to Deering. Deering gets it over to Thomas. Thomas feeds it up to the blue line, knocked back in there by Logan and on net, and it's steered away there by Hardy. Kaidash will gather the loose puck and play it over to Deering. Deering touch pass to Robbins, and Robbins feeds it over to Thomas. Thomas back to Deering at the blue line. Deering dodges a hit there and gets it in the zone, but it is knocked back away by Logan. Turnover there to Stevens. Stevens has control of the puck. What a big hit there by Robbins, and Robbins is going to go off here for interference or elbowing. So the hitting's starting to pick up here for both teams. And there's a fight breaking out in front and a punch by Deering, and we're going to see if there's going to be any other roughing calls made here after the whistle was blown. And it looks like Pickering is going to go off. I don't know if it's going to be matching roughing calls here, but a little bit of action after the play. The initial call is going to be interference to Deering, so he's going to get 2 at least, and probably another one for roughing. And it appears it is matching minors here. So it should be a 4-on-3. No, it's still going to be. Well, no, it's going to be 4-on-4. That's correct. So the Penguins were on the power play, and then there was going to be that extra one to Deering. So 4-on-4 side here for both teams. Up to the point to Tomolo. Tomolo looks over his options, kicks it off his skate to his stick, and there's a shot out wide, and it's into the chest of Hardy at 2:15. And we will do it all over again. Winning that faceoff is Michael Tracy. Gets it to Everett May. May's got some space and some speed. He's going to take it, takes a shot, and that goes off of the chest of Rocco. And Tomolo brings it up here for the Flames. Sweeps out wide, gets that one knocked off a little bit by May, but maintains control to Ruggiero. Ruggiero feeds it out in front over to Tomolo, and Tomolo takes a shot, and it hits off the pad of Hardy and in for the fifth goal for the Flames. 41 shots on net, 5 of them have gone in this period, or in this game, and 151 remains. And the Flames are going to take this first game of the President's Day Tournament by a score of at least 5-1. As both teams reset here, it's going to be Louis Bartolome, and he's going to lose that to Marshall. Marks plays it in for the Flames, gathered there by Randalls and chipped up. And no one's going to go gather that puck. Hogan just watched the puck roll around the board and decided not to go play it. So they feed it out in front to Marshall. Marshall takes another shot. And so that offense that they've been trying to set up all day is eventually starting to get some opportunities, going down low, feeding it out in front, right in front of the net, and they're getting their opportunities here late in the game. The Penguins starting to look a little bit road weary and a little bit tired in this first game of the tournament. Not playing sound defense, and that's being the answer for the Flames, and that's costing the Penguins in this game. Randall's now feeds it to McLeod at the point. McLeod leaves it for Hogan. Hogan's going to gather the puck and chip it down low. And that one's going to come off the glass and out of play to Chivas. Chivas and Kazna. Kazna's open. They give it to Kazna, but he's unable to catch that on the backhand. Now it's to Marshall. Marshall's unable to catch that one, so it comes to the point. There's a shot, and it's lying out in front at the hash marks. Cleared but not out by the Penguins. There's a shot taken away by Randalls. Randalls chips it up to Bartolome, and Bartolome is going to be able to get it out to Hogan. Hogan's got some space at center ice, but he's going to dump it and change, and that's going to go on net. 45 seconds remaining in the game. And Logan has it, and it looks like he almost turned it over there to Reckley, but he was able to get back on that puck and keep it going all the way down the ice. Randall's picking it up behind the net, feeding up to the point. Reckley chips it up, but not out. And it's frozen there by Christensen, and eventually comes out to Tracy. And here's a 2-on-1 for the Penguins. Tracy's got the pass, and he feeds it, and it goes off of the pad of Rocco and wide. 15 seconds remaining in the game. And now it comes to center ice to Estep. Estep has that knocked off by Alleman. 5 seconds, 2-1, and this game is over. The Penguins lose this one, the first game of the President's Day Pool Play Tournament, by a score of 5-1. Well, it is a bit of an unfortunate result, but you have to look on the bright side of things in that the Penguins played pretty well in this game and that it's not the end of the tournament for them just by losing this game. There are only 4 teams in the bracket, so probably 2 wins in this tournament in the pool play will get you in the championship game and a chance to come back and win the championship on Saturday or on Sunday evening, and it's going to start again tonight at 7:30 against the Nashville Junior Predators 14U team. And so we will have that game for you back here on DJHA 07 Penguins Hockey live on YouTube. We will hopefully see you there, and we wish you all a good day and a good rest of the weekend. Good night, all.